Hello, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome, hey, welcome, 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 welcome. I can't believe I just used 15 seconds to be dancing. Welcome back to my channel, and I am so happy that you came back here again. And today I will be following up from last week's topic. I feel like I was a bit too violent or maybe a bit too passionate for part one, so I'm just gonna calm down a bit more. I hope it doesn't take away the energy level because I'm kind of gingered. But I think I was a bit too so I'll try to calm down for this video. Yeah, take a deep breath, Ruth. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, continuing the rich full story in the book of Luke chapter 12 from verse 15 to 21. Now, the man in that story, the fact that he was working very hard and making his money was not the mistake that he made, at least in my own analysis. In my own view, his biggest error wasn't the fact that he was hardworking, because if you look at it, that was hard work. Like, the guy was expanding, his business was expanding because he was doing a lot of work, right? So that was hard work. And then the fact that he was pulling down brands, building bigger ones, my dear, he was providing employment for some people, right? And then the fact that he said, "Oh, my soul, you have worked so hard. Now, come and retire and enjoy your life." That was not the mistake. Because, of course, we cannot be working like a clock all our life. Abby? Yes, gets a point where we'll be like, okay, now I can chill, And, of course, you need to have some money to spend, because money is the currency of this world. Without money, how do you pay your bills? How do you eat? How do you live? So, of course, those were not the mistakes of the man, right? So, I would like to bring out the error in the man's way of, chasing the money or making the money. And that's the point, that he made money the ultimate. He made money the ultimate. I think that's the biggest mistake he made. He made money the ultimate, because everything he did there is normal. But like I always say, me and my mindset, it was the mindset. The mindset on which he built everything was faulty. The mindset was the mindset of making money the ultimate, making money the priority, making money everything, making it all about money and ignoring every other thing. Right? So now I don't know what were the things that were important to them in those days, but I know, of course, one thing would have been God, and that was why God had to shut him up and say, "You fool, today is the day you die. Now the money where you don't gather, we could spend them now." So I feel like it was because the man prioritized money above every other thing. Now, how are we in this our age and time bringing it home now, bringing it to our present day time? How are we making money more important than every other thing? Are we prioritizing money? Like, I think I dealt with that point very clearly last week, that money is not everything. I know that people have various views to that, but that's the fact. Money is not everything. Like Jesus said in verse 13 or verse 12, that life is not defined by what you have, even when you have a lot. That does not define your life, because when they now take everything away from you, doesn't mean you're now Mr. Nobody. Money shouldn't define your life. So that's a basic fact. Money is not everything, right? But it doesn't mean that we should not make money. Making money is not a sin, because money is the will of the gospel. So making money, but the error is prioritizing money above every other thing, making money the number one. That's like, making money your god. Okay, so like I was trying to say before I got a bit distracted with this my drama, what are things that we should ideally put before money, that we are putting after money? What are the few things that are more important than money, putting it in another form, right? Number one is relationships. Now, relationships, vertical and horizontal. I think I'm forgetting my maths. Vertical and horizontal, vertical and horizontal, vertical and horizontal. Your relationship with God. Money should not go above your relationship with God. It should be the other way around. God first, money somewhere down, right? Now, I understand that in this age and time, our relationship with God has evolved in certain ways. Now, some things remain vital, right? But it might not just go on the traditional way, right? Of you must go to church every Sunday. You must go to church every Tuesday. You must go to church every Thursday. Your relationship with God is personal. Do you understand? Like I said, some things are vital. You must not ignore the fellowship of the saints. There's a place of fellowshipping with the brethren and all that. But the truth is that the reality of our lives now, when we're growing up, I don't think Lagos traffic was like this. So, because our parents will still go to work, and when they come back from work, they'll still cook and then get ready, and then we'll go to church. Or sometimes, we meet them up in church, but they will still be able to come to church, because I don't think there was third Milan traffic. But now, like I said, things have evolved. Churches are doing online services. Do you understand? You can join the service anywhere you are from third mainland. For example, I'm not saying it's right, but the truth is that I haven't been able to go to church on Sunday this year. I haven't been able to go to church because I work on Sundays. Do you understand? But it's not as if money is more important than God, because I still try to make sure that my relationship with God remains intact. Do you understand? So, to the eyes, your relationship with God is personal. To the eyes of the public, it might look like you don't have a relationship with God, but now you know. But the truth is that in your heart of hearts, you know when your craze for money, your chase for money is now ahead of your relationship with God. So that's the point. Your relationship with God, that vertical relationship, is vital, and it should be more prioritized than chasing money. You get it? Number two is your relationship with people. We are social beings. Your relationship with your spouse, with your children, with your family members, with friends, your network should not die because you're chasing money. Your network should not die because you're chasing money. I wrote a book called The Practical Game Plan to Bust Boredom, because, see, I was the seniors enthusiast, right? Before I became the longevity preacher. So the biggest issues that a lot of elderly people are dealing with are the issues of loneliness, social isolation, boredom, depression. There are social issues that has to do with relationships. So you have to make sure that your network is intact. And the thing with network is that is give and take. You have to invest in it to get back from it. If you don't invest in it, you will not get anything back. So it's vital for you to pay attention to your relationship. You see some men, that's why they say women live longer than men. Because some men, they're always so harsh against their children. Forming boss up and down. When they grow older, the children are like glued to their moms, flying their moms abroad to come and do a mugo, And the man is just there, lonely, isolated, bored, depressed. Before you know, death comes knocking too early. Do you understand? So that relationship with people, you need it both now, because there's that relationship currency that will open doors for you that even your money that you're chasing will not open for you. You know, the interesting thing about my message as longevity preacher is the fact that a lot of all the things I'm preaching about, they will help you both now and in old age. That's the interesting part. They will help you both now and for your long life. They will help even me both now and for my long life. You know, sometimes some preachers will say, do as I say, not do as I do. Because me too, I'm growing. I'm growing into it. We're all growing together. You know, but you know, the message is clear. The message is the same, even when I am still trying to grow into it. But now the point is your relationship. You need a very solid network for you to grow, for you to live a good life, both now and even in old age. So your relationships should take a vital place ahead of money. You know, I've seen some moms, and that thing, even I used to I used to suffer in that aspect before I saw some. I've seen moms that they're maybe even preaching on the pulpit, and they say that their children are needing their attention. My dear, they will take action for their children, because that relationship is more important than that thing that they are preaching on the pulpit, or the welfare of that child. You know, at that time maybe the welfare. But sometimes it's just like maybe the child is trying to say something, whisper something. Me, I'll normal me will be like, come on, sit down. I'm having a conversation here, you know. But you see them paying attention to that child because they are more interested in that relationship than whatever it is they are talking about, whether business or something else. Do you understand? So relationship is important, both your relationship with God, which is the ultimate, because it says, except God builds, the builder builds in vain. No, all this, it's LD, do this, do that, is God do. Paul watered, Apollo planted, God gives the increase. So it's all about God. So God should be above everything. You're chasing the money now. Hey, you know that without God blessing it, God, maybe not us too, in vain. So God has to take first place. Then your relationships, when push comes to shove, when last, your office people, they're not going to there. It is your family that would remain there with you. You know, so your relationships are very, very, very important. You need to cultivate them. You know, you need to work on them, make them solid, because they will help you now and even much later. So relationships should be above money. They are more important than money. The second thing is your health and well-being. It's cliche, but it's true. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. Ìlera lọ́rọ̀. Some sicknesses, they will empty all the millions and billions. Some diseases, you know what they call agbano? They will finish all the savings and investments. So prevention is better than cure. Any craze and chase for money that makes you abandon your health, your well-being, you cannot sleep well, you cannot eat well, you cannot find time to exercise, you cannot find time to rest and relax, and all the other vital, healthy habits that you should make a normal part of your life. You have to think about it twice. So please, your health and well-being comes before money, because they can empty all the warehouse of money for you. That's one. Two, they can take you away before you can even have the chance to spend the money. Imagine this rich man now. It might have been maybe a stroke, heart attack. The man is dead and gone. They say he had an attack. Who is now going to enjoy the wealth you have left? Like Jesus asked. He says, you fool, today you die. So who's the wealth for? You know, they may not be cut off before we enjoy the wealth we have working very hard for. I like to tell the story of, I like Jesus' parables so much, and they are so deep and they can be applied in multiple ways. The story of the wise and foolish builders. The wise man did what? Took time to work on his foundation. Do you understand? Took time to build the foundation, and then he built the house. The other one did a shoddy foundation, built the house. When the rain and the flood came, what happened? He swept away the house of the foolish man because the foundation was not solid. That's the same thing that's going to happen here. If you go about chasing wealth, chasing money, without making sure that your foundation is solid, which is your health and well-being, your health is not solid. You're just building up money. Like I said, it's either, the sicknesses will wipe out all the money, or the life will go before you are even able to spend the money. May this not be the portion of any of us. So it's important to put your health and well-being above the chase, the craze, the obsession for money. The third thing is purpose. So if you did psychology anytime in your school, if you remember this, the thing that the elderly people deal with, that age group that they deal with when they get to that age, is ego integrity versus despair. So you're either having ego integrity, or you feel like, yes, I lived this life, I impacted, I feel fulfilled, I can rest now. Do you understand? Based on the things that you've done, based on the fact that you've chased purpose, you've impacted, you've done a lot of things for your world, that you can look back and say, yeah, I've done well. Or you have despair, where you are living in regret. Oh, had I known, I would have done this. If only I'd known, I would have done this. If only I know, I would have done that. And a lot of times it's around purpose. When people keep shifting the goalpost, you're chasing money, you're just shifting the goalpost of your purpose. I will do it later. And before you know it, you're old and you've retired, and then probably you've not even worked on your health well enough, such that you are too weak and tired to even chase anything further. Because some people don't retire until they die. Do you understand? Like, they leave the conventional jobs, but they are still chasing their purpose. They are still impacting. They are still making money, even in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. So people started businesses in their 60s. Do you understand? But if your health is not even good enough, at 70, you're dealing with thousands of ailments, comorbidities everywhere. You cannot even stand up from the bed on your own. On talk of chasing purpose, people begin to have that regret, and that's what kills some people. That's what pushes some people into depression. That's what makes some people isolate themselves. They're too ashamed to even interact with the world out there because they feel like they've not given enough. So you're chasing money. Your purpose is important because it will help you impact now, and even then you'll keep impacting, and then you will look back and say, yes, I have tried. Like Apostle Paul said, he was still alive when he said that, but that's a sign of a powerful ego integrity. When he says, I have fought the good fight of faith. I have fought, like he was confident that, yes, I fulfilled purpose. And so purpose is important. And just like the Bible says that when you seek first the kingdom of God, now God gave us this purpose. So as far as I'm concerned, if you're chasing purpose, you're chasing the kingdom of God. You're chasing, it's because the purpose that God has given you is not going to be against his kingdom. It's to fulfill his kingdom purpose, if you fulfill his kingdom's will. So if you chase first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, what happens? Every other thing, Najara. So if you're chasing purpose, there's no way money will chase you. There are several quotes to say that. There are several ways that has been confirmed that as you're chasing purpose, what is chasing your wealth is chasing you. So let's not be so overwhelmed and consumed with money. I'm sorry, I thought I was so serious in the last video. That's why I said let me be playful small in this video. So please, don't chase money. Chase your dream, and money will chase you. I understand that sometimes you have to get money to actually start the dream, but you have to just be very strategic. You have to just apply wisdom. Know what you're doing. Don't let that chase for money. I watched Developer Solutions mom. you know, where she was talking about how she started her business, from nothing to millions. She started as a sales girl. She was making 60 naira. She was making 60 naira. But she had a purpose. Like, I'm not going to remain here earning the 60 naira. She worked there for a year and she saved up money to start up what she actually wanted to start up. Do you understand? She couldn't start it without money. She needed to go after money and then she could start that. Do you understand? So that's the point I'm trying to make. Like, let's just apply wisdom in this thing. Do you understand? Apply wisdom in this thing. Yes, you're chasing money for now. Let it be time. Do you understand? Have a plan. Have a clear plan. Have a clear plan. Have a clear plan. Don't chase money above your purpose. I don't know how I can say this clearly enough. But to avoid regrets in old age, to avoid that despair in old age, you need to chase your purpose now, so that you would not be like someone that walked through this world, like they say, like a snake on a rock, without leaving your footprints. Honestly, you know what, like Miles Monroe said, dying empty. Give your all, and there is no way that while you're giving your all, wealth will not come to you. Like I said, financial wealth is the least. There are thousands, sorry, not thousands, I'm sorry, I'm just throwing figures around. There are several other levels to wealth that is beyond the goodie. So please, 3 major things I talked about as I wrap up this video that you should prioritize above the craze for money. You should prioritize it. I'm not saying once in a while money will not come before those things, but out of 10 times, if money is coming above all these things 7, 8, 9 times, then there's a problem. Maybe once, twice, just have to sacrifice, just because being realistic here, once or twice you have to sacrifice, at the expense of these things. That's fine, because that's how life is. But it should not now be 8 times, 9 times, Your children don't even know you because you're chasing money. Cool. 3 things that are more important than money. Relationship. Both your relationship with God, very key, and your relationship with your significant others. 2, your health and well-being. Oshikoko, above money. And 3, your purpose. What's your ikigai? That's what makes, there's areas they call the blue zone where people live very long. They've done research and they found that one thing that makes a lot of them live really long is purpose. And if you look at the life of people who really live long, like millionaires or people that are influential, look at the Queen. She's still the Queen. She wakes up with that job function, that responsibility, that's purpose, that she's the Queen. Those things make people live longer. Do you understand? Look at the billionaires of this world that are in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. They're still running their businesses. They wake up with that purpose. But when you wake up without a purpose, the lifespan could last long. There has to be something driving you, something that is chasing you, that you're waking up to. And it cannot be money. It cannot be money. It can't be. So please, money is not the ultimate. I've given you at least 3 things that should be the ultimate. If there are other things that you know that are more important than money, please let's talk about it in the comment section. And I hope you share this with somebody. Let's correct this obsession of money. This song, this thing I'm saying is a song. Somebody actually released a song. Money. Too much money. Problems how to spend it. Plenty dollars. Straight to a bookie, make we change. I don't Let's just chill with this craze for money. Oh, share cocoa, but can share everything. Thank you so much for your time watching this overlong video. I just chilled a bit so that we could just have a chat and not be hammering you. Because all of us are still trying to get better too. We're all trying to get better. So let me know what you think about this video and share it with somebody. Let them also share their views, and let's brighten the corner where we are, make this world a better place, and then live very long in it. and enjoy our stay here. And I will see you next week.